Hey, episode 6, take 2.
Yeah, sorry about last time. We
forgot that reverb was on. Actually, I didn't. We always test it first, but
yeah, it was an echo, and we didn't test. We didn't test and really listen to it. We were just making sure the audio was being picked up. We didn't actually listen.
We didn't do our job.
Right.
You had one fucking job, Jeremy.
So yeah, we recorded a whole episode and
an entire episode,
and most of it turned out to be unusable.
It was fire content too, but the thing is, what you released was hysterical.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. It was funnier than I thought it was going to be.
Anybody else thought we were having a stroke? Because I certainly did.
Buddy Josh at work said he had a hard time not having a stroke while he was listening to it.
It's infuriating to listen to.
He said it made him confused and slightly angry.
Yeah. But I was listening to it. My favorite part is a small, subtle part of you, where you are just... It's right. Just so relatable.
Right.
It's relatable.
I really like the you were trying to say paraplegic and you were like para.
That's all, folks.
And then right when the outro music starts, you say, "Haha, it had AIDS on it."
Shit.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
All right, so let's talk about this week. Or this month so far. I know I'm out of touch with things, but did you hear about the government-released document telling us that birds were real?
Is that because of the meme where everybody's running around saying that pigeons aren't real and shit? And birds are just drones?
Yeah, they're drones.
Government
so
drones,
the government released a document saying, hey, the birds are real. This is something that happened.
Why don't they do that to the flat earth people?
Yeah. I don't, because
it's released by the government. You think they're gonna tell us the truth? Yeah. Hey, birds are real.
Birds are real. Come on. Birds are real. But no, because there's already enough fucking proof for flat earthers. I mean, Bob wanted to raise $2 million so he could put a satellite out. B.O.B.
Oh,
not Bob. B.O.B.
The rapper. Yeah, I forgot he was a flat earther.
Yeah. Low key, Logan Paul is too, the guy. And how's that 3.5 million in Pokemon cards going for you, buddy?
Yeah, that's
ouch.
Fucking funny. You get what you deserve. You know, you're a piece of shit, and shitty things happen.
I think he's a piece of shit, but he has a hell of a work ethic. And then one of my favorite little clips on TikTok is there's a rapper he's interviewing on the podcast that they do. And rappers big upping Japan, talking about how much he likes going out there. And then he straight deadpan asks Logan, you ever been to Japan? And Logan's face in reaction is hysterical.
That's not something we like to bring up.
We're not going to talk about that. No, it took him a few seconds, and the rapper's like, what, is that a source? Oh!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking... I'm just sick and tired of making stupid people famous. I know I've said it before about the stupid fucking island boys.
I'm an island boy.
I'm just sick of it. There's no reason for him to be famous in the first place. He started out doing dumbass, stupid fucking videos for little kids. And
he was on Disney, actually.
Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? I hate him.
Yeah. And his brother is like, fall off the face of the planet.
I would not be offended if they just left.
Well, no, it's either guys like him or it's the newest. I want to burn TikTok to the fucking ground every time I see goddamn Gary V or whatever his name is. I swear to God, he's such an obnoxious little shit. Why do you hate trees? What's wrong with trees?
And everyone's dumber than him.
Why are you going to college? Quit college.
Yeah,
be like me. I'm rich.
Tell me how you run your business. And before the person even starts talking, nope, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it. That's dumb. You got to be smart like me. You got to do it like me. Do it like me, and you'll be rich. I'm rich. I was poor, but now I'm rich. You can do it too. Just be rich.
Dude goes to fucking goddamn yard sales and acts like he invented flipping things at yard sales.
Right, I saw those videos. He just, oh man, I found these PS2 Madden games and NHL, the ones that are worthless,
like $1.05.
No, that can sell these on eBay for. But you're like those assholes that when I go to buy comic books, they find the highest price it's sold for on eBay, and it's nope. This is what it's worth. No, it's not. It just some asshole actually paid. Some little kid used their mom's credit card and bought that.
Not only that, but this motherfucker always doesn't put in effort and time and all the other kind of variables that go into it. He thinks, okay, well, I bought it for $1.50. I sold it for $2.50. I made $1. So, yeah, but it was on your fucking eBay listing for fucking a year.
And what about shipping?
Yeah, shipping, and not only that, he's a cocksucker.
Hey, a lot of people are cocksuckers.
Yeah, God bless the cocksuckers.
You can't use that as an insult anymore.
I mean, like a metaphorical cocksucker. He sucks the cock of just sucking life.
Like when people were like, no, the royal you.
The royal cock. The royal cock, yes.
The royal cocksucker.
That's perfect. I like that.
Yeah.
This is a great opener.
The royal cocksucker.
But for real, though, I am an island boy.
Oh, God
dude,
damn it.
The first video I saw, it was edited, and I'm sure it was somebody on TikTok being a fucking dumbass. It was like a mockumentary where they were acting like they had already done the viral video, and they were being interviewed, except there was nobody interviewing them. They were just answering questions they asked themselves, and they were like, so I write the hook, and I wrote the bridge. And then he goes, I'm an island boy, I'm an island boy. And the other guy goes, well, I wrote the verse. I'm an island boy, I'm an island boy. And I was like, what?
Yeah, you didn't write...
You didn't write anything. It broke my brain.
Makes my nose bleed. It gives me an aneurysm almost every time.
I'm afraid of what kind of chemical makeup from the music industry was used to make that genetic fucking whirlpool.
Right. If people are really making clones and that's what they came up with.
That was G-Eazy and Lil Wayne on their worst dope fiend days.
Yeah, it's when you combine two things and it comes out really shitty, like, in Dragon Ball Z, where they would do the fusion dance wrong and they'd be fat or skinny and gross, I don't know
that reference.
Yeah.
All I know is if they keep doing that, you're going to end up with Gary. Gary.
And then they pull out a gun slow and they're like, Gary.
Gimme. For anybody that doesn't know that is a Fallout reference. He's one of the vaults. Gary, it's fucking cloning him over and over again. But that vault is hysterical.
Yeah, he gets overcloned, and
you're just run amok.
Eventually, all he can just say is his name, Gary.
Gary. It's kind of like I Am Groot, except he can only say Gary.
Right.
And it was hysterical.
Have you seen that Mr. Beast is now Willy Wonka?
What?
He is legitimately Willy Wonka.
Does he own a candy factory?
Yes, the fuck he does.
Oh my fucking god.
He opened a chocolate factory and created his own health-conscious chocolate bars.
Oh god,
right? They're gluten-free. The crispy one. Apparently, they're really good.
No.
But he also is basically doing a special golden ticket program where 10 people who find the right winning candy bar, right? He's going to fly them down and have them participate in a competition video to win his chocolate factory. He's fucking Willy Wonka.
Is this a copyrighted thing? I swear. If we can get copyrighted by UMG every fucking video we release on Facebook.
Jesus Christ.
UMG, you know what? Okay? You literally tell me I have a copyright strike, and then you name the song and the artist, and it's the right song and artist, so you should fucking know it's royalty free.
Right, but how insane is this guy?
Yeah. Mr. Beast has always been insane.
I know, but... And I'm going to watch it. It just keeps getting better and better. I will absolutely 100%. I saw him... I got half of my kids love Mr. Beast, so I got half of mine to just order a box. Because you can order them offline, and you can either buy one...
Or you can buy 1,000.
For like $3, or you could buy a box of them. It was like $35.
Oh, man, the turnaround rate on that's got to be crazy.
And each one, though, has a little thing you can scan in it that you could win prizes and money and shit.
The Mountain Dew, or the Mountain Dew game.
Yeah, the old codes under the caps.
Yeah. So, Brad texted me something the other day that reminded me that, remember how you said I was out of touch?
Yes.
Yeah, well, Brad heard Cannabis is dissed to LL Cool J for the first time the other day.
You assumed that was the first time I heard it.
Well, okay, yeah, can you blame me for the way you acted?
No, okay. I was just showing the lyrics of the song and how they would be approached this day and age.
He was definitely...
Just because I was breaking it down into current times doesn't mean it's the first time I've listened to the fucking song.
You definitely made it into like a Netflix pitch of Cannabis secretly being not the only one who loves Cool James.
That's not at all what I was saying either. I was saying that the whole song is basically just one big Freudian slip of how much he's in love with LL Cool J.
It's not just...
It literally says, can another motherfucker eat a... Shit, I can't say it because we'll get canceled. Ass like me. But can another motherfucker eat a dude's ass like me? Like, are you serious? He literally said, eat a dude's ass.
Yeah, I'm not defending
Just saying. I don't know how that's considered one of the top beef songs of all time.
I think that song is a banger.
The whole song is gay. It's just him being gay, making gay jokes that after long enough, this isn't a joke anymore. You just said you were going to eat his ass.
Right on his TV show.
And then said, we're going to get it on in front of your cameras.
He likes the Pamela Lee, Tommy kind of aspect to it.
You could argue that back then, eating a motherfucker was beating their ass or fucking them up with lyrics, but
not eating their ass.
Getting it on has been... has only meant fucking since let's get it on. That means fucking.
Luther Vandross.
Unless of course you're the celebrity deathmatch referee.
Let's get it on. Let's get it on, man. Dude, Stone Cold was the best guest of that show ever. They had him on like 6 or 7 times.
Right. Speaking of wrestling, just about 5 days ago, they announced that there's the new WCW video game that's going to come out, and it looks badass.
I'm like fucking, I got like 9 different wrestling channels on my YouTube playlist that shows up the news and everything. I haven't heard.
Yeah, dude, I was trying to be so quiet about it before I got here because I wanted it to be.
You were like, I would talk to you about it.
I wanted the honest reaction on.
We do this to each other all the time. We have a difficult time not speaking about certain things, and when we do, it ends up as a screenshot on Discord.
But no, I'll send you.
Send me some videos.
That same Josh sent me the trailer for the It's called Ultimate Revenge.
Holy shit, yeah!
And it's got Sting, Hogan, and NWO Hogan, Ric Flair, Kevin Nash, Goldberg, Scott Hall, Booker T, Chris Benoit.
Ooh.
No, see, that was not steroids. He had CTE. He
I know. I didn't say
mental
steroids.
Breakdown. And it's fucked up that the WWE has stricken him from all their record books.
Yeah, he should be
do not recognize him at all. His son is trying to come in, and they won't let him use the name.
Yeah,
Benoit.
I know.
So fuck them. I love that WCW's whoever's releasing this game is doing that shit.
They named Rick Steiner's kid Braun Breaker. What a fucking name, Braun Breaker.
That sounds like a name Rick Steiner would have chose.
Well, yeah, but the Rick Steiner was his name. But he did also call himself Big Papa Pump later.
No, that was Scott. That was Scott Steiner.
But Vince McMahon is crazy, and I'd like to see like the 2 most arrogant people I know and the 2 most lost people in their mind is Gary Vee and Vince McMahon, and I want to see those 2 people in the same room and just let it go.
Discussing ideas.
Yeah.
And I want to see how pissed off Vince McMahon gets when Gary Vee tells him how wrong he is and how he's running his business wrong.
Or he sneezes. Vince McMahon fucking hates sneezes. Dude, okay, so they're doing a Netflix special on Vince McMahon's life.
If Vince McMahon sneezes, he might blow out his quads again.
Dude, motherfucking A. Dude, the Royal Rumble has been host to so many fucking fuck-ups that it's just, there's nothing better than Vince McMahon being pissed at a legitimately perfect dual elimination and that happening.
I love the fact that he
sat on the ground.
Shane put himself in the Royal Rumble and made himself in top three, which is what got him fired in the first place.
He got so much fucking heat.
But the Monday after, I read an article that said Shane McMahon's decision to enter the Royal Rumble was the saving grace for the event. Like it was talking about how if it wasn't for Shane, it would have been one of the most boring Royal Rumbles they ever came across.
We watched Royal Rumble, and honestly, I think both Ronda Rousey and fucking Brock Lesnar winning were cop-out bullshit.
I didn't watch it at all. I just waited for
terrible.
I just waited for all the important stuff to come out.
I will say the Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins battle was good. He came out looking in Seth came out in the old Riot gear from Shield days. And he was playing psychological game the whole time. Every time Reigns would beat him down, Seth would just be like, laughing in his face. You could tell he was getting in his head and shit. It looked great. Yeah. And then they did a DQ ending, and I was fucking pissed.
I'm super excited for that WCW game. It's been a long time since I've been excited for a wrestling game because they all turned into money grab bullshit. I miss the days where you could just create any fucking wrestler you wanted in those games,
and they throw stuff in from other people's companies and shit.
Or the one time they threw in the Spider-Man. The Spider-Man intro, you could fill out a moveset that made you like
you literally
luchador.
Swung into the fucking arena.
You swung in and landed in the middle of the ring. It had enough options where you could just create a character with a Spider-Man outfit, and you were Spider-Man.
Brad and I have a real history with wrestling games. and 2 and 3 hour long matches where neither one of us have any damage done, but there's edge-o-matics and spin kicks. That's the only fucking move that happens because the rest of them are reversed.
Yeah, I think it was SmackDown Here Comes the Pain with Brock Lesnar on the cover. That we would do the 60-minute Iron Man matches. And
death overtime for 3 hours.
Yeah, it would last forever. Because we would just reverse. We were very mad at each other while doing it.
Oh yeah, because his edge-o-matic, I wanted to fucking snap and break you, man.
Yeah, I would do basically like a running edge-o-matic, and he would do this weird rollout kick, and you would do, your character would do like a cartwheel on the ground and do a kick to the face.
I thought all my characters were really fancy acrobats. Yeah.
Yeah, because you thought you were a fancy acrobat.
Yeah, I could do a cartwheel. Yeah. I'm cool.
He says this. I've never witnessed it.
I will fucking do a cartwheel before you leave today.
You will hurt yourself.
I fucking did one the other day in front of Kara.
And you probably had to sit in bed for 2 days after.
I did not say that was not a part of it. Okay.
Recovery is always a part of stunts.
Yeah, recovery day is important. Okay, recovery day is important, and just like legs day, and arms day, and
just like leg day, you need to take a rest.
All the other days I skip, But hey, I that's probably why I have to rest all the time. It's from the backyard wrestling.
Right.
But hey, at least I did the 2 games I was the best at: backyard wrestling. It was wrestling games and Tony Hawk, and I could skate, but not like that.
You remember that? I think it was. They remember the backyard wrestling game?
Oh yeah, with the ICP.
That ICP, and I think Twisted was in it.
Well, the first one they were just co-stars.
I think Twisted was in the second one.
Yeah, they were just co-stars, and they just made an appearance. But then the second one, ICP had a big part of it.
Yeah, well, they were
like the major star.
Right, they were
the draw. They
were on the cover and shit.
Speaking of which, Wrestling with Regret. You know who that is, Brian Zane?
No.
Okay, well, he works for ROH. Well, he did before Ring of Honor fired everybody. But ICP asked him specifically, he owns a wrestling YouTube channel, Wrestling with Regret. All 3 of them are W's. But he's amazing. He's funny. He's a great guy. But ICP contacted him, sent him the JCW DVDs, and told him to review it. And, dude, he called out ICP for using nothing but nonstop gay and homophobic slurs and stuff. And then he had them send in a video of both Violent J and Shaggy, full gear, full face paint, and everything, going, sorry. They just shrugged. And I'm like, well, that's on brand.
Very on brand.
On brand. And didn't you tell me Violent J's dying?
Yeah, he has a heart condition. Basically, his heart's going bad, and this is going to be his final tour, whichever one they're doing, and then he's going to try and keep making music, but he's done doing tours.
I wonder how they're going to finish the last 6 more fucking Joker cards that she's never made.
Right.
I remember listening to Shangri-La, and that was it. I was done. All right, that's the last one. It's 6 cards. We're done.
10 years later, they're like, nope, let's start 6 more. Or actually, I don't even think it was 10 years. I think it was like 08.
3 years. I don't know.
Yeah, it was like 08. But yeah, he's dying. That's a thing.
I'm gonna talk about something on our podcast because I had a friend of mine who's no longer a friend of mine because he told me if I said anything more negative to him, I was gonna get a ride home in an ambulance. And I said, well, that's stupid. Why would I get a ride from an ambulance to my house? What? Nobody goes to their house with an ambulance.
Yeah, that's almost as expensive as Uber.
Yeah. $500 for the fucking ambulance to take me.
For those that don't live in America, it's very, very expensive.
And it is not covered in insurance.
No, not at all. If you want that ambulance ride, you're paying for it.
If they don't turn the lights on and if they don't turn their lights on and the siren on and run the red lights, it is 100% a ripoff. You're paying for a fucking Uber, but it's $500.
Right. They kind of have to turn on the lights.
No, they didn't for me. When I left here that night.
Oh, well, you weren't an emergency.
It looked like a stroke. My face muscles were melting off the side of my face.
Right.
It looked like Bell's palsy. It was shitty. But this guy, he messaged me and he was like, man, I love y'all. I love your podcast. And I was like, oh man, thanks. And he was, yeah, it's good to hear men just talking about men shit and swinging their dicks and not being afraid to be alphas. And I was like, bro, you're getting the wrong fucking idea.
Wrong impression.
Wrong fucking idea. You guys don't censor yourselves. And I was like, okay, just because you don't hear us, sugarcoat shit doesn't mean we don't specifically stay away from some things out of respect.
Yeah, just because we don't censor ourselves doesn't mean that we're
gonna bash shit.
That's
But yeah, that's
a very dumb interpretation of what we do.
He was like, you guys are alphas. You're not afraid to swing your nuts. And I was like, first of all, I haven't swung my nuts since I was like 16. Second of all, fuck you. Why do you call yourself an alpha? What kind of outdated bullshit, fucking knuckle dragging, mouth breathing shit is that?
Right. What's like,
why do you think you're an alpha? Because I don't let anybody fucking fuck with me, and when betas are around, I let them know. And I was like, that sounds like a beta thing to do.
Alphas and betas and bears, oh my. Fuck these stupid fucking people. Alphas and betas, and these are the same guys who
just be a fucking human being.
These are the same guys who go into the gym and film themselves working out and then post the shit on TikTok. And when one person makes a steroid comment, they get all pissed off and booty hurt. They're like, "I'll fuck you up." Fuck those guys. Fuck.
They're
all
the
you
same
meatheads.
guy who backs up into every fucking parking spot. What are you proving? Why do you do that? Why do I constantly have to go to Walmart or somewhere, and this guy is backing up into a parking spot where he could have just pulled forward, been closer to the Walmart and his protein powder. But no, he's got to make sure that he backs up into the spot, and that at some point him and I are going to make eye contact, and I'm going to look at him like, how do you sleep at night? I mean, like, how do you look at yourself in the mirror?
You guys ain't afraid to swing your dicks around. Like, what the
fuck does that even?
What the fuck does that even mean?
How do I swing my dick around on a podcast?
I mean, is he trying to say that we're...
Are we banana hammocking it together?
Or, I mean, is he just calling us old because our balls hang low? Like, is that...
They wobble to and fro. I do not tie them in a knot. I do not tie them in a bow.
No, that would be painful.
That's how it's called testicular contortion.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not a game.
No, you could lose a nut or both.
Yeah. You know, I think today's episode has been, like, pretty quick-witted.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, we've been all fucking fired today.
Yeah, it's not bad.
But yeah, this guy, he was just fucking stupid. The fact that he was trying to give me credit, like give us credit for it, and like, I shot him down real quick. I was like, dude, shut the fuck up. That is not who we are. So I wanted to make sure that we, made sure that anybody else listening did not fucking accuse us of being some fucking primordial ooze motherfuckers.
Yeah,
from the Jurassic period.
We may make fun of people all the time, but there's no discrimination here. We'll make fun of everyone
equally. We're an equal opportunity disser.
But
it's all jokes.
We don't actively try and hurt people or hurt their feelings or any kind of dumb shit like that.
Except each other's. We'll hurt each other's feelings.
Except for people where we're like, no, fuck that guy.
Yeah. Gary V.
Yeah, Gary V. You can suck
Jake
a dick. Jake Paul, you can suck Logan Paul's dick.
Holy fuck. That was almost as bad as SA yourself.
I mean,
it's a Logan Paul's. It doesn't matter.
Hey, we're not afraid to swing our dicks around. So,
I mean, Jesus. I had a phase when I was 16, but Jesus Christ. It's been a while, and also, having some self-respect. I consider respecting other people and being a decent human being, having self-respect. Because you have to respect yourself enough to not be just a fucking asshole going around imposing your will and you're being dickish to everybody.
Right. That's like being accused of mansplaining to someone. It's not my fault. You're stupid.
Yeah, I saw a video on TikTok there. Controversial take. It's a girl, like, she's all dressed up in cosplay. And I think that's just her character on TikTok. But she was like, controversial opinion. Maybe he's not mansplaining. Maybe he's just ADHD and he's just talking to you.
Right.
And I was like, bingo, 100%. Button, give her the fucking award. Give it. Like, fucking, yeah. I'm not mansplaining, and I certainly don't fucking ride public transport to, with my legs wide open so nobody can sit next to me. Dude, why do they think we're intentionally doing shit all the time? We are just
trying to assert our dominance or some shit.
Yeah, we're mainly just, getting around just thinking.
And half the time we're trying to, if we are on public transport, we're thinking about nothing. There's very few times in the day when we can shut our brains down. Yeah. So if our legs widen open, it's not a dominance thing. It's
probably more of an airing out thing.
Or which is even worse. But our brains just shut off, so our limbs just kind of go limp.
Yeah. So that we were just talking about it. We went out to smoke a cigarette, and we're talking about how living in the simulation theory is mathematically more likely than it isn't. And
because there's a video of Neil deGrasse Tyson, and he was
explained it.
He was having an interview. He was talking about it, and he said there's a bunch of interviews with him talking about it, but he said I've gone to a bunch of different scientists and I've asked them to prove to me that we don't live in a simulation, and they can't.
Yeah, they can't.
The other day think of the simulation having an algorithm like TikTok or Facebook or any of that shit, right?
Absolutely, like
TikTok. So the other day me and one of my coworkers, he was telling me a story about this girl he used to talk to, and he hadn't seen her in over a year.
And you saw
the very next day, we went to the gas station for work, like just to get gas and stuff and drinks for the day, and she pulls up right next to us.
Yep.
I had no idea who it was. This car just pulls up next to it, and by the way, she parked it not in the handicap spot, but in the spot the handicapped people are supposed to get out on. You know, like with the striped lines.
Yeah.
And I noticed he didn't get out of the car, and or whatever. So I go in, come out. He had at that point he had gotten out and went in the store, but when he got back in the car, he said, "Do you realize what just happened?" No.
This is earth-shattering shit.
That girl we were talking about yesterday, that was her that pulled up next to us. I said, no fucking way.
That blows me away.
That shit was crazy. And
that is definitely like the TikTok algorithm.
And then my dad, I was talking to him about my dad, because my dad called me recently and said if I can set up the class, he'll pay for me to get my motorcycle license. And then here in the summer, we're going to go on a motorcycle trip up to Nova Scotia.
Damn. Nova Scotia.
And I was telling him about it.
Shout out Pat Spay.
And then in the middle of the conversation, my dad calls me.
Yeah. Shit like that, those glitches in the Matrix, I swear to God, that kind of shit happens to me all the time.
Well, it's like the algorithm hearing what you're talking about and what you're doing, and then
just composing it.
Right, just making it go further. So I've made it a habit to just talk about finding bags of money.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, we should start, fucking putting positive thoughts out there.
Manifest that shit.
We could be like Prince EA and just fucking pretend like we could be positive through everything. Fuck Prince EA.
See, but if that shit was real, you know how often I talk about wishing I had superpowers? I would have fucking superpowers by now.
Yeah.
But I don't.
I see you as being more of a Hancock than anything else.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
I would help people, but
you would do it begrudgingly.
Yeah, not. I wouldn't go out. It's not going to be my full-time job.
He's going to still do his regular job.
Oh no, not that either.
If you happen to see something,
and it depends, right?
And how often do you see crime happening?
More like an anti-hero kind of thing. Like it depends on the superpowers. If I had superpowers like Hancock, basically Superman, I'd probably rob banks and stuff. I need money. I'm not gonna work.
Come on.
I guess I could just be famous and do movies and stuff.
I mean, I want to like the Avengers. They never, state how they make money. And I know Tony fucking sponsored him, I guess.
Well, Captain America gets a government paycheck.
Yeah, he does. But and so does Black Widow because she works for the government.
Think about his retirement account. How
that thing's got to be fucking balling.
Right, frozen in ice for 50 years and shit.
And then he time traveled.
Jesus.
Yeah, he's got a lot of fucking
then he time traveled and went, Jesus.
Yeah.
So he had those 40 years. No, because then the account would just revert back to so it was like he wasn't even gone in the first place.
Yeah, 401k rolls.
So he was less active.
Yeah, he was very less active.
Well,
he was on ice for 40 years, 70 years.
Well, no, I'm saying if he was less active on duty, less on active duty, because while he's frozen in ice, technically he's still in active duty. He went down while working, and he didn't die. So, that's how they get their money. Captain America's secretly rich.
That is the best superpower, being rich.
Yeah, Batman. Yeah, Batman proved it.
Right
Tony
away.
Stark proves it. He is, a genius, but he wouldn't be able to do shit without that money.
That billionaire philanthropist. I said it right. Holy shit!
You did.
That word.
You almost fucked up billionaire, but you said philanthropist.
Fuck you. Fuck, man. I swear to God. But yeah, and we were talking about that, and then I mentioned, there's a lot of people that are talking about this on YouTube, but I haven't seen many people bring it up in like casual conversation or like discuss this at all. But there are it's unfathomable how many people are going missing in national parks, and I mean people like that have fucking full on survival in the winter time, fucking Altoona, fucking Alaska type of shit.
Yeah, because I was gonna say if it was me, I wouldn't be surprised. I'd just be me trying to remember
where the North Star is.
YouTube videos I saw about survival, and then the only ones I can remember are the ones that are like, That other video you saw was bullshit. You're not supposed. You're not supposed to do that. That in fact will attract bears.
Yes. That will. You're not supposed to be in the fetal position. You're supposed to scream and rant at them. Or no, you're supposed to slather yourself in honey and dance.
Right, and on the contrary of everything Bear Grylls ever told you, you're not supposed to and shouldn't eat everything you find.
You cannot live off your urine.
That man has had the worst diarrhea in recorded human history. Worse than Andrew Zimmern from Bizarre Foods.
I watched about Anthony Bourdain though, man.
Dude, I watched Andrew Zimmern eat a still beating frog heart. How
was it still beating?
Because they killed it right in front of him, pulled it out and put it in a bowl and gave it to him. He
Where
pulled
the
it out
fuck
with
is that a delicacy?
Some Asian country. I don't remember where he was. That was an awkward silence there for a second.
Just because the amount of delicacies in Asian countries, they're like monkey brains and shit.
Well, it's more like it's less of a delicacy and more of a non-wasting society. They try and eat as much as they can and use as many parts as they can.
Yeah, well, that doesn't make sense. And they fucking do everything at 110%.
Now, I'm not saying that I would eat all of the shit that they
I don't think they eat
make.
The actual monkey shit.
Well, you never know. They do make. There is that one coffee that's made from the shit of some kind of jungle cat. Or like weasel. You didn't know that? It starts with an M. It's called like I don't know. It starts with
I thought Kona coffee was crazy.
It's a weird cat that they eat.
It's a weird cat.
Like
is it like a Chihuahua cat?
Yeah, probably. Or a weasel or some kind of shit. It eats these berries, and then when it shits them out, people collect that and they turn it into coffee, and it's one of the most popular coffees on the planet.
There's
because human beings are fucking stupid.
Yeah, there's an Indonesian monkey that they're having problems with because they're like in this small fucking tribe or community or whatever it is. They have this monkey problem, and these monkeys are stealing alcohol, and they are flat out alcoholic monkeys all over this island. And I'm like, holy shit, is my best friend.
That's awesome. That's like when the squirrels and shit eat rotten pumpkins. Yeah, and they get drunk and wobble around and shit. It's
they just
fantastic.
Die. They just die. They're frozen in fucking place. Yeah, that's weird. We got a weird conversational twist turn, like an M. Night Shyamalan twist from 411 Missing People.
What a twist.
To this. Yeah, well, he's got that calculation where he goes, all right, 1 movie out of 10 will be good, and then they'll still let me make 10 more movies.
That was like the old Family Guy joke against Robin Williams. One good one for every 10.
One good one for every 10. And I'm like, oh, that's fucking accurate.
Very, yeah.
Yeah.
If you do them fast enough, nobody knows that 6 of your jokes were bad.
Dude, did you see Robin Williams' fucking early comedy specials? That dude was so fucking coked up. Oh my god.
Yeah, but he was hilarious.
Yeah, he was hilarious, and then he was fucking climbing the rafters. Like, literally climbing the rafters.
Yep.
When I saw that, it blew my mind. And I was like, to have that kind of energy. Like, I just got to do a couple lines.
Mork and Mindy was a Happy Days spinoff.
Yes, I do. I do because I'm 105,000 years old.
Yeah, we're very old.
Fucking ancient.
And Happy Days is before our time, and we still watch the shit out of it.
That's how we got the phrase "jump the shark." Is because Fonzie actually fucking jumped the shark
on water skis.
Yep.
And that was it was rated as the episode that killed the show. Yeah. So, yeah, when you hear people talking about jumping the shark.
It killed the show. It killed fucking just everything. I mean, the Fonzie, it was supposed to be about Ron Howard's character the entire series. But when Fonzie showed up and was a cool character, and he fucking took over. He was the fucking Steve Urkel of that show.
Yeah, and then like his little brother who walked up the stairs in one of the
first
episodes and never came back.
Well, the little sister did that in Boy Meets World, too.
Yeah, and she left.
And she made a joke about it when she came back,
yeah, when the kids...
I was in my room for a while.
I've been in my room for like 3 years. Yeah.
Like, hilarious.
Oh, hi, Morgan. It's good to see you.
Didn't they reference something like that on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air when Aunt Viv was changed?
Yeah, they made some kind of joke about how she looked different. Did you do something with your hair or some kind of shit like that?
Dude, so did you see the trailer for the new episode, the new series, Bel-Air?
No, I'm jaded.
It's actually fucking pretty intense looking.
Yeah, I've seen clips here and there that pop up, and it looks like to be a way less.
Yeah, it's serious. It's not gonna be funny.
Yeah, it's a way less.
It's more like
comical thing, and
I mean,
I'll pass.
I probably wouldn't have watched it if it wasn't produced by Will Smith, but I think Will Smith is just getting the production credit because he was fucking, the star.
Right. I still think they should have done it as Will Smith being the parent raising.
Yeah, the uncle.
Yeah, being the uncle raising one of his rich, spoiled niece and nephews, like. What was
his
Hillary?
Kids are spoiled.
Like Hillary's kids.
Oh yeah.
Like raising one of Hillary's kids, just to teach them that they shouldn't be spoiled pieces of shit.
What if it's twist ending? Carlton got shot in a drive-by, and he had to raise Carlton's kids.
Why?
After Carlton started being a gangbanger or something.
Is it because of that one episode where he had a gun after Will got shot?
Yes.
And that secretly changed him forever.
Wait, hold on. What do you want me, man? Everybody has seen Will say that at that scene where he's talking to his Uncle Phil. What did he want me? And it's fucking heartbreaking.
Yes.
Oh, fuck. It's like top 10 most emotional episodes.
Yeah, he was a good actor.
But, I forgot what I was going to say. I had a good goddamn segue.
Even in Wild Wild West. I liked Wild Wild West.
I liked Wild Wild West too.
It was a bomb. I think
people hated it. I thought it was good.
And it also came out. I think it came out the same time as another movie, and that just fucked it all up.
Yeah, a lot of movies do that. The new Suicide Squad bombed, and I thought that one was okay. But I don't think any of the DC movies have really done any good.
DC makes good animated, shitty live action.
I'm going to disagree with you on TV shows. TV shows. Titans?
I'm talking about mainly about movies.
Yeah,
because they make the Flashpoint Paradox is one of the best animated movies I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Any of the Batman animated movies, like the
whole Batman
DC
animated
makes
universe,
incredible animated movies, and they are not for children.
No, they're not. They're definitely not.
No, like somebody gets in Flashpoint. Somebody gets shot in the head, and it does like
the laughing joke.
It does like the through the bullet view with the camera, like through the brain.
Yeah, and the laughing joke. They fucking show
the killing joke.
The killing joke. They show Batman and Batgirl sleeping together. Yeah, like the whole scene. They show Batgirl taking her top off. She's in a bra, and it's like
it's on top of the building. It's like a clock tower.
That's an awakening moment for some children.
Especially since she's supposed to be at that point in their lives way younger.
Yeah. Like that whole dynamic, in fact, is creepy at all.
Batman's always had this weird affliction for
with younger words and
right. Like I'm gonna take this young traumatized child under my wing and turn them into master martial arts crime fighter. That won't fuck them up at all.
Yeah, no, they'll be fine. My favorite take on the Batman character with the young words is the George Clooney take, where I'm totally a teenager, guys. I'm not in my 30s at all. Like, why am I adopting Chris O'Donnell when he's in his fucking mid-40s?
Right.
He can develop, he can get his AARP card.
Well, technically, anyone can get their AARP card.
Yeah, but you know what I fucking mean. Like, he could qualify for Social Security at that point.
That's called ageism, and it's against the law.
He's fucking...
Yeah, seriously, if you want, you can go to AARP.com, get yourself an AARP card.
Or you can go to the Federation of the Blind and register, and they will send you a packet for the rest of your life for the one time you told your friend who passed away after dying in friendly fire in Iraq. So his wife, I told him she wasn't as much of a looker as he thought, and he registered me for the Federation of the Blind, and I got a blind man stick. You remember it used to hang up on my wall?
That's a really good joke.
Yeah, it was.
That is a really good joke.
It was, and I got it right after he had been killed in fucking friendly fire.
Right.
And I cried like a baby. Like, that was James, my friend, my other best friend before I met you, like from middle school and shit. And he went into the Marines, and then he passed away over there.
Yeah, that's a very good practical.
Yeah,
that's a very good joke.
I mean, like it came to me in the mail, and I got a little note in it, and it said, "From your friend James, get your eyes checked, bitch." Nice. And I was like, yeah, all right, touche.
Nice.
Touche. I hung it up on my wall for years, and then it, fucking went down with the fire with everything else, with my teaching photo and my thank you cards.
Right.
And that shit made me so sad. It sucks to be 30 years old and lose literally everything you've ever had. Like, the only thing that survived were the keychain fob that I had for my keys and one hard drive. Oh, and a photo album, which is why I still have that photo of us from 2,000 years ago. Back when woolly mammoths were on the fucking earth.
From the Cretaceous period.
Yeah. What is the first period? Do you know any of the other ones besides Cretaceous? Because I don't.
Well, there's like...
I know there are eons.
No, you put me on the spot. I can't remember.
All right. So one of the other things in the news right now is the fact that SpaceX has one of their rockets are spiraling out of control and going to collide with the moon.
But no, remember, we're encased in a dome, so you can't send a rocket to the moon.
Are we going to biodome?
No, that's the flat earthers theory.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I guess if you just shoot a rocket up, well, no, if it still goes off the Earth, we're just a flat Earth. I mean,
but there's a dome. They say there's a dome that is wrapped around the Earth that protects us from space.
I think that's doom.
No, that's literally
No. I mean, like that's.
They call it the firmament.
Yeah, fuck me.
Yeah, that's a real thing.
I hate you people. Yeah. You're so bored.
Apparently,
you're so privileged.
Apparently, the sun and the moon are the same size.
Yeah, they just, you never seen the sun and the moon at the same time. Yes, you have. Yes, you fucking have.
I see the moon in the day all the time.
Yeah. Okay? I do. I see it all the time. It's just, no. Okay? No. But you see all the Kickstarters that people start for fucking trying to figure out the moon? Or, help me find the curve. How come when I'm standing over here and someone else is standing over there, I don't see the curve? And I was like, Fort Smallwood, right there is a fucking giant curve. But first of all, that's not how the Earth works. You're not going to see a curvature because you're fucking human and the Earth is huge.
Just go up in a hot air balloon.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Or a plane.
You can literally see. You can see it. Oh, and apparently I've been told that we use the word literally too much.
Literally and like.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
I use mathematically impossible a lot. But I haven't used it on here.
So yeah, SpaceX rocket to the moon.
SpaceX rocket to the moon. I think that's incredible. At least it's not the one that has the ballsy marketing move that they did, which is launch a fucking Tesla into space.
Yeah, but is it going to land on the moon?
No, it is going to collide with the moon.
Okay.
It is going to go boop boop.
Because then they made those rockets that could land themselves.
Dude, those rockets that do a backflip to land are like fucking amazing to me.
Right.
Those look I saw it one time.
Do a barrel roll.
Yeah, they did a barrel roll. Fucking Fox was right.
Yep.
That's all you had to do. Do a barrel roll.
Yep.
So, you remember that meme? You know what I'm talking about, right? Right away, as soon as we start talking about do a barrel roll. Combo breaker.
Yeah, that was very good.
My favorite meme of all time is all the white presidents lined up.
It's the poster that has all of the presidents, like their presidential
like
photo.
School. And then there's Obama at the end, and then it's Obama's just like combo breaker, and I'm like, bravo.
That's from a slightly underrated fighting game, Killer Instinct.
Yeah, man, there's a lot of games that are slightly underrated. Dude, Sega is sitting on so many franchises they don't fucking use.
I'm surprised that Unreal doesn't just go out on their own and re-put out Unreal Tournament.
Oh, they're making way too much money on fucking the Unreal Engine.
But I mean, they could still sell the Unreal Engine, but at the same time, they could release Unreal Tournament again and blow some of these shitty FPSs out of the water. Call of Duty's losing a whole lot of players because that game's shit. I quit playing that.
Fucking Call of Duty, for me, it sucks since after Call of Duty Modern Warfare was awesome, and I love that game. But then after that, it lost me.
Unreal Tournament was the first game I played that had the double kill.
Monster kill.
Godlike.
Invincible.
Badass. Halo had that shit too, but Unreal Tournament had that shit first.
Well, yeah, Halo fucking copied it, but all fucking third and first person shooters copied shit from either Quake, Doom, or fucking Unreal Tournament. Those were my games. I was a PC gamer back in fucking like the 90s. You had 3DFX Voodoo cards instead of, Nvidia or AMD, and or Cyrex. Cyrex used to make CPUs.
Unreal Tournament was that shit, though.
Yeah, yeah.
Love that game.
I love the space levels where you had the fucking insta-kill laser rifle.
Right, and then you had to use the jump pads that go from level to level, and you'd just fall to your death.
Yep. Oh, man.
That was intense.
or the original 1.5 CS, like Counter-Strike.
Right.
I don't play Counter-Strike Go, and I don't call it fucking CS:GO.
See, it's Counter-Strike.
Yeah, it's fucking Counter-Strike, and it's kind of a terrorist wing. My favorite meme in the beginning, like in the early stages of meme, they were still existing, but it's when they started getting the called meme, was just adding counter-terrorist. It was fucking great. Counter-Strike really is the ultimate like benchmarking tool for CPUs, though, because it's like a CPU-bound game. It doesn't like fucking hog all of your GPU, but it runs on like fucking Chrome tablets. Like that game is fucking universal.
Well, yeah. Now instead of seeing if everything will run Doom, we'll see if it'll run Well, I almost said it. Counter-Strike.
Crisis. It was Crisis.
No, it was Doom.
Yeah.
Like there was a dude who was he put Doom on one of them gas station screens.
Yeah. Doom is on every platform.
Here's the question: but will it play Doom?
Will it play Doom? Yes.
Anything with a screen and buttons can play Doom. Essentially,
will it play Doom, and can it play Crisis? Those were the two different ones. Because if you had a system that could play Crisis, you were a fucking G.
Right.
You had money. And fuck me if I couldn't run Crisis until I was a little bit older. Like, my computer still has trouble running Crisis now. Like, Crisis and the original Far Cry. The original Far Cry, and then the Far Cry that had the guy who plays Nacho in fucking Better Call Saul.
Okay, yeah.
He was the main villain in the one that has malaria. Like, you had to start taking malaria pills and shit. And it was a good fucking game, and he was a good narrative character. And then... now, in the 6th, they have the Gustavo Fring is the bad guy.
Yeah.
And I was like, we're going for the fucking triple hitter, man. Where's Bob Alderneck? We need him next. Have you seen his Nobody movie?
Odenkirk.
Yeah, Odenkirk. Have you seen his movie Nobody?
No.
It's fucking pretty good.
Is that where he like is? Yeah, he's kicking the shit out of people. And,
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, in the movie, in the trailer, it looks like he's like beating the living fuck out of everybody, which he does. But granted, in the movie, he is literally getting his ass handed to him as much as he's giving his ass out. He's giving his ass out. Well, now we've gone back to cannabis. We've gone full circle.
Full circle.
Full fucking circle.
And
Bill, that's the end of the episode. But yeah, that movie is crazy. But there's a part of it that fuck with me. He suddenly he's done. He's tired of being kicked around. He's gonna start kicking back. And there's this scene where this Russian mafia is getting ready to come to his house and kill everybody. So he sends his wife and his kids down to a fucking vault in his basement that nobody knew about. And then he locks it behind him. If he had died, their fucking dead bodies wouldn't have been found for like 40 years.
Right.
Like, holy shit.
Secret room. You got them in basically a panic room.
Yeah, a panic room. And they didn't have any communication with that. They were just fucking locked in there with a limited amount of oxygen. Like...
nice.
I really hope you win that fight, Bob. But yeah, the whole movie is weird. Like, he calls himself not an accountant. What is it? The auditor. He was an auditor.
I'm an auditor.
Yeah, I'm the auditor.
Or is he? He's the auditor.
I think he was just I'm a auditor. Not an otter, but an auditor.
Otters are shitty animals. They rape each other.
Wow. Well, so do dolphins.
Yeah, but
and humans. We're shitty animals too.
Otters are also known to...
like lay on their back and hold hands.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, look, they're cracking shells open on their tummy. Yeah, they're hungry because they just got done gang raping another otter until it died and then continued to have sex with it after it was dead. Otters are shitty animals.
So, everyone, I hope we had a good day today and there's a rainbow outside somewhere. What the fuck, dude? That went dark.
Yeah, otters suck. I'm tired of pretending they don't.
He's taking a cold, hard stand.
I'm taking a stand on otters. They're shitty
fuck
creatures.
Otters.
They're shitty creatures, and it's funny how some animals I hate.
They're not as good as penguins. Goddammit, they made for life.
Well, there's some animals I hate for the shitty things that they do, and then there's some animals I love for the shitty things that they do. Like when kangaroos sit in water and wait for their enemies to come to them so they can drown them. Yeah, that's a thing
that's
that
some Chuck
they
Norris
do.
Shit.
Right? They'll if they walk out into a pond or a small thing of water, and they'll stare at you with their arms cocked.
Yeah, they are like the fucking muscle builder of fucking...
like those previous dudes I was talking
the protein
about.
Powders.
Yeah, the protein powder bitches.
I love protein. I love protein too.
And they just wait for you to come in. They want you to come in there so they can drown you. And that's cool as shit. That's so gangster.
Weren't you telling me about how what was it, Bengal tigers that have a you said they were apex predators, but they have a thing on the back of their ears that's for they prey?
Yeah, they have circles on the back of their ears to make it look like they're looking behind them, so it looks like a face, kind of like a moth. So if anything's behind them, they think they're looking at them. And it's like, what out there is scaring a tiger enough that it needs to evolve to have ear eyes?
Yeah, and so just recently they found that underneath the Earth's crusts and plates, they found another unfathomable. Well, they don't know how much is there yet. So far it's been incalculable. Like, they haven't been able to find the depth of it yet. But there is more water on top of the Earth, maybe underneath the Earth. And they don't know what sea creatures are under there. And I'm like, oh fuck, that's where Godzilla and fucking Cthulhu is gonna be. Stop going there. Fucking stop it. Stop.
Well, at this point, bring them the fuck on.
Yeah. I mean,
it's
Cthulhu
unfortunate.
might do less damage than fucking COVID.
It's unfortunate that large creatures like Godzilla are mathematically impossible, as you would say.
See, we willed it into existence.
He's too large. He wouldn't even be able to move. He would get crushed under the weight of his own body. Yeah,
the pressure, the fucking Earth's atmosphere,
the gravity, and all that good shit. I don't know the exact science, but that's what it is. Cthulhu, on the other hand,
we're vague enough to sound intelligent.
Cthulhu, on the other hand, is an otherworldly being. So he could probably do whatever the fuck he wants.
H.P. Lovecraft was crazy. So
I vote leave that fucking water alone.
Yeah, me too.
We don't
just
know.
Like the Mariana Trench, don't fucking touch it.
Just leave it alone.
We have explored more of space than we have of our planet. And I believe we should fucking keep it that way. There's some things we just don't need to fucking
do. There's that. I don't even know if this is true, but there's one thing that said NASA was first started to explore the oceans, and then all of a sudden they started exploring space. They said, what the fuck did they find in the water that made them say, we need to get the fuck off this planet?
Well, there was a video the other day I saw about, there's a deep sea camera somewhere in, I think it's the Atlantic Ocean, I don't know, I'm fucking making up where it is, but it's in the deep parts of the ocean, past where human beings can fucking survive, and it's like it's pitch black. You don't see shit down there, of course. Right. But suddenly there's like this disconcertable shape, just kind of like this amorphous blob. Mm-hmm. It's eventually it starts slowly taking shape, and it almost looks like Pepe. It almost looks like Pepe, except fucking frightening as hell.
The frog?
Yeah, Pepe the frog. No, Pepe the fucking guy on Taco Bell.
Who? What?
I don't know.
Pepe Le Pew?
That's rape. That guy raped.
He did.
He was definitely problematic.
He raped that cat.
Yeah, that cat was
episode.
that cat was fucking trying so hard to get away.
Right. If that's not an obvious lack of consent, I don't know what.
Yeah, like what? How did fucking Mel Blanc and them get away with that cartoon?
Because they were gross old men.
Yeah, Harvey Weinstein shit. Harvey Weinstein syndrome.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, that's what we get for having, people that are supposed to be our heroes and comedians and things like that, like Louis C.K. and shit. Man, we used to love Louis.
I used to love Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, he was a great actor.
He was in so many good movies.
I think it's fucking creepy that he came out with videos on his YouTube channel making vague reference to the fucking people, all of the people that accused him of fucking touching him, or him touching them, are dead. Or fucking dead. He's totally his character from House of Cards, and it's creepy. Okay, we've been talking about evil people. I saw something really cool about this guy. He's got to be like the most diverse and badass motherfucker on the planet. His name's Johnny Kim. He went into he decided to drop out of high school and college. No, drop it out of college. His mom was upset, but he went, and he wanted to be a Navy SEAL. So he went, did a Navy SEAL, over 90 operations done. He's a veteran now, got 2 medals, and then he decided, you know what, fuck this. I'm going to Harvard Medical. I'm going to be a doctor. So he went and did a doctorate. Opened a bunch of shit, did a bunch of fucking general practitioner shit, and then he decided, you know what, fuck this, I'm getting out of here, I'm gonna go to space. But he became a fucking astronaut, and in 2024, he's going to fucking moon.
You gotta be careful about people like that, because, dude, you hear that,
he wears many hats.
He does this, and then he does that. Yeah, so did James Franco, and he's a pedo.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, everybody was always like, "Did you know that James Franco's was a Harvard graduate or whatever?" And then all of a sudden, he's teaching at Harvard, and like, "Oh, that's really cool." And then you find out why he's teaching at Harvard.
See, no, he's definitely manic depressive somewhere, because he definitely has highs and lows where he goes through like crazy things. But he definitely, he does some diddling, and that's not cool.
Yeah, at first it started like you were about to try and defend.
No, fuck
James
no,
Franco.
fuck no.
Like, well, he has some issues in his head.
No, no. Fuck that. I'm bipolar.
He's just a map. You know?
No. Okay, no. You can't compare MAP to any other fucking kink or fetish, because it's between consenting adults, and MAPs are just fucking gross, fucking disgusting people who should burn in hell.
You all have serious psychological issues.
Yeah, okay, and then second of all, bipolar ODHD, bipolar, OCD, ADHD, old dirty bastard syndrome. Like, fucking, I got a lot of shit wrong with me, but you know what I'd never do? Use it as an excuse for fucking crimes that I commit on children.
I mean...
At all.
At all.
Yeah.
I mean,
like, I've never used it as a crutch. What the fuck? When people who do that fucking leave people like me and other people that, battle mental health looking like fucking victims when we're not. Yeah, we go through some shit, but we have to deal with what we have to deal with. So does everybody. Right. Everybody goes through shit. You're not going to use that as an excuse to call yourself a minor attracted person. No, you are just majorly an asshole and disgusting. Ugh. That fucking chat group. Down with you. Yeah, I randomly got added to some like random crappy chat room on America, and I had to do a lot of reporting. We'll put it that way. And like 3 or 4 days later, it was like, you are banned. They had my whole fucking screen name banned from it. And anybody who downloads the Wicker app, I have serious questions about what you're doing with it, because it is a fucking questionable and suspect fucking app.
I don't even know what that is.
It is a secure messenger app where you can delete messages. Like, it erases it from the server, and fucking, it's got VPN encryption. It is a level of security that if you're using, you're either government or child molester, because it was 62 gigabytes of files, and I didn't want to go or look or see anything. All I knew was, I'm going to report, move. And it was, apparently, it's this huge thing. There was an issue with my like a few years ago, which I used to talk to a bunch of people that I work with, but they have chat rooms called nth rooms. Nth rooms.
Nth?
Yeah. And basically they would use blackmail and manipulation to get these people to do whatever they wanted and send it in as a video. And it was in Korea. Fucking Dr. X is one of them. That was his name. And they're all doing life in prison now. But, like, they did some brutal and horrifying, traumatizing shit to these people.
Is that kind of like the episode of Black Mirror where they had the British politician fuck a pig on live television? To completion.
That one detail stuck in my craw.
Right, to completion.
To completion. Like,
right.
You're expecting... I mean, how am I... What? Now, wouldn't you have some kind of performance problems?
I would think so.
I guess he was used to fucking pigs, but...
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how the Brits get down. Probably the same way as some Americans do. Yeah. That was always like the sheep farmer.
Or anybody in Florida.
Oh, Florida.
Florida man. Dude, Florida, can you guys go...
The crotch of America.
It is the fucking jockstrap of America. Yeah, it's definitely a fucking crotch. Fucking, you guys are a bunch of dicks and cunts. But seriously, though, fucking...
Also, some of the ballsiest people on the fucking planet.
Yeah.
Like,
you are so arrogant and unfucking earned.
Well, no, I saw a video earlier today before I came over here. Dude was like jumped off one of those swamp boats to swim, so he could swim up to and feed a alligator.
I mean, when you have
and then fed it whatever he had and then like pat the top of its head.
Fucking ballsy, man. See, that's the problem. Florida, they don't have a fucking fuck to give, so they're ready to die at any moment.
Well, and also when you live with literal fucking dinosaurs.
I lived in Florida, remember, for 2 years.
Yeah, fuck those things. I
fucking hated Florida. I will never go back. I fucking hate Florida. But yeah, go 2 weeks without fucking trading in an eighth for fucking McNuggets.
Bet you can't.
Or, not sexually assaulting someone in a dinosaur suit and getting arrested because you couldn't hit your wife because you had the little arms. Right. That was a real story.
Someone robbed an In-N-Out dressed as Shrek or some shit. Like, y'all need to get your life together.
Oh my god, I saw a TikTok video where this woman is walking in on her boyfriend and he's watching Shrek at his computer, And then what you see is him reach over, and he pushes the lotion dispenser, and then you see him pull his pants down. I'm like, what the fuck? And he goes, I'm shrekking off, go away. And I'm like, oh.
Go away, biting.
Go away, biting. Has electrolytes. It's what they need. Electrolytes.
It's what plants crave.
It's what plants crave.
It's what cows crave.
It's idiocracy. You know, I was just jazz riffing.
Scatting.
Yeah. Oh,
God, we can't say that because then now the algorithm's gonna.
Oh yeah, that shit's gonna be. Oh yep. It's getting worse.
Or maybe it'll be good because it'll add like they did say something about feet pics on here. No scat on it though.
By the way, everybody, we launched a Patreon.
You guys are also gross. You scat people. Scat is shit.
It's scatological.
It's fucking gross. Y'all are gross.
I noticed you didn't say anything about water play.
I don't know what that is.
It's piss.
I know once before we said we don't kink shame, but fuck people who like to deal with.
If you like a Cleveland steamer, that's kind of gross. No. Good.
Oh no, I think it's called Wet Works, right?
Yeah, it's water play, water sports, Wet Works, piss play. It's all kind of shit.
Gross.
I'm into too many kinks.
All right, so I think that's about.
And that's about it. All right, everybody. So this is episode 6 done on the. Listen, guys, we have launched our Patreon. If you guys go to thiswillhurtyoumorethanus.com, you can figure out what you want to do. We have $5, $10, $15 tiers. We don't have anything higher than that because I don't want to fucking be greedy. And
all sorts of cool stuff on there. Like we won't always be releasing the weird nonsense stuff.
Yeah, that was
on the main feed. That's
gonna be
a lot
Patreon
of times.
shit.
That's going to be in our Patreon bloopers stuff. And
we have live QAs. We're going to have Discord admin privileges. There are going to be we don't have it yet, but soon there will be merch. Where if you're a member for 3 months, you get a certain piece of merch for free, shipped to you for free.
Also live while we're recording.
Yeah, live streaming with us.
We're
going to do episodes like probably once a month or so where there's going to be a live chat and they can talk with us. And hey, if you guys, fucking be a part of the Discord enough, you guys could be shouted out and talked about. Also, you can have your names or your social media websites added to the end of the YouTube videos and shouted out if you're high enough tier. So you guys gotta fucking join it, man. Gotta join the Discord. You gotta join the Patreon. And if you go to the highest tier, you get Brad's wife's feet pictures.
Yep.
And I died a little inside just now.
Feet pictures.
I died. R.I.P. Anyways, that's it for today. We love you guys. And we'll talk to you next week, or the week after, sorry.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
Yeah, I hope you guys loved this episode. This episode for us was awesome. We'll see you guys later. See you later. Bye-bye.
He's the auditor. I'm the auditor. Yeah, I'm the auditor. Or is he's the auditor? I think he was just, I'm a auditor. Not an otter, but an auditor. Otters are shitty animals. They rape each other. Wow, well, so do dolphins. Yeah, but humans. We're shitty animals, too. Otters are also known to... Like, lay on their back with hands. Yeah, they're like, oh, look, they're cracking shells open on their tummy. Yeah, they're hungry because they just got done gang raping another otter until it died and then continued to have sex with it after it was dead.